Before we begin, I want to make something very clear. This discussion is not promoting any religion, it's not bashing any religion, and it's not telling you what to believe. This series, Zane Debates, exists for one reason only: to examine how we think, not what we think. What you believe about the spiritual realm, whether you call it heaven, hell, darkness, light, or something else entirely, is up to you. Today, we're taking a neutral stance. For the sake of this conversation, we're going to define the spiritual realm very simply. A realm where consciousness exists without physical limitation, where movement is effortless, where beings coexist peacefully, friends, family, familiarity, comfort. Most people would instinctively call that heaven, but labels don't matter here. What matters is perspective. I want you to imagine something. Imagine you were born in that spiritual realm. You've never had a physical body. You don't walk, you move, you don't speak, you understand. Distance doesn't exist. Time isn't something you track. You've lived your entire existence in peace, comfort, and harmony. Now imagine being told this: one day when you die, you'll be sent to another realm, and that realm is called Earth. You're told that when you arrive there, you won't be able to teleport anymore. You won't be able to pass through walls. You'll be trapped inside a fragile biological shell. You'll need to consume other living things just to survive. You'll have to work most of your existence just to earn the right to stay alive. You'll feel things you've never felt before: anger, grief, fear, greed, depression, loss, and sometimes you'll have to fight just to survive. From their perspective, well, that sounds insane, borderline delusional. Why would anyone believe a place like that exists? Now let's flip the table. Because that world you just imagined, that's our life. We wake up every day inside bodies we didn't design, following rules we didn't vote on, feeling emotions we don't fully understand. And when someone tells us there's another realm after this one, a place without suffering, without limitation, we say, that's ridiculous. That's wishful thinking. That's fantasy. Do you see the symmetry? Our reality sounds insane to them. Their reality sounds insane to us. So here's the real question. Why does your reality get a free pass? Let me ask you something. Why am I able to wake up every morning with a voice in my head telling me what to do? Who's talking? Why am I able to think a thought and my hand moves? Why do neurons firing electrical signals create experience instead of just reaction? Why does consciousness exist at all? We live in a universe where invisible particles dictate reality. Time bends under gravity. Observation alters outcome. Matter is mostly empty space. The laws of physics are so finely tuned that if they were off by a fraction of a fraction, we wouldn't exist. And yet, the idea that consciousness might continue outside this biological container, that's where we draw the line. That's where we say, now you're being unrealistic. Here's the uncomfortable truth. We don't reject the spiritual realm because it's illogical. We reject it because it's unfamiliar. Our brains are pattern recognition machines. They evolved to survive, not to understand reality. What feels real to us is simply what we've adapted to. If you were born in the spiritual realm, Earth would sound like a horror story. If you were born on Earth, the spiritual realm sounds like a fairy tale. Neither reaction is evidence, both are bias. So here's the debate I'm putting on the table. Why do you accept a universe born from nothing, governed by invisible forces, creating conscious beings from non-conscious matter, but reject the possibility that consciousness doesn't simply end when the body fails? Why is this reality allowed to be absurd and miraculous, but another realm is immediately dismissed as fantasy? I'm not saying the spiritual realm exists. I'm saying the certainty that it doesn't is not as scientific as people think. Maybe the question isn't, is there a spiritual realm? Maybe the question is, why are we so confident that this is the only one? That's the debate, and I'll let you decide where you stand. Welcome to Zane Debates.